Hi Year 2, today we are looking at constructing our own tally chart. So you're going to be collecting your own data at home and drawing your own tally chart and looking at how we can construct them, and I'm going to go through that with you today. So let's repeat what we did yesterday first of all. What is a tally chart? Now, tell your grown up at home, what is a tally chart? And I'm going to reveal it right now. You ready? Oh, there's the pets again. You're right, it's a way of showing data. It's a way of recording our data, isn't it? That is a tally chart, and this is an example. There are lots of different ways of recording data, and we're going to look at those a little bit later on in Year 2. We're just focusing on tally charts this week. Now, what do we already know about tally charts? What do you know about tally charts? There's a few things that I notice about tally charts. Well, we notice that they have a title. Each column has a title, doesn't it? So this one's about pets. This one's about colours in Year 1 and the children who like those colours. They have titles. The data is recorded in the same way. So we use something called a tally, don't we? And we looked at the special number. What's the special number for a tally chart? I wonder if you can shout it out. What, did you say number 5? You are right. It is the number 5. 5 is our special number for tally charts. We record in a tally, don't we? And we do a special cross on the number 5. And what else? Sometimes we have a total, don't we, as well? It tells us the total number of tally marks there are. Okay. Now, at home, I want you to show me, first of all, we're going to need a piece of paper. Show me the number 5 as a tally. That's your first job. Have a go at writing the number 5 as a tally, and I'm going to show you this now. You ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5 goes across the middle, so that's number 5. Now can you show me the number 8 as a tally? You can pause the video if you need more time. The number 8 as a tally. Okay, you ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, special 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 as a tally. Oh, okay, we've got a big one here. Show me the number 17 as a tally. Are you ready? Have a go at doing that at home. If you need to pause the video before I go through it, then you can. So the number 17 is a tally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's another 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Fab, well done. Okay, so we've practiced recording data. Now, we're going to construct a tally chart. Now, if you haven't got squared paper at home, that is fine, but you're probably going to need a ruler. But if you don't have a ruler, then use something which can help you make a straight line. But I'm going to use the squares on my board because that's what we would be doing at school with our maths books. Okay. So I'm going to get my lines up. Now, you can draw this along with me at home. I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go down 6 squares. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So you need to go down 6 squares. Or if you're using a ruler and you don't have squares, you can draw your line. Let's look at our centimetres. I would draw your table, this line straight down, about 12 centimetres long, okay, if you don't have squares. Now, some of the squares in your maths books are little, so if you want to do 12 squares down, then you can, so it's a bit bigger. Now, across, I'm going to go across 12 squares. If you want it to be bigger in your book, you can go across 24 squares, or if you're using a ruler, do 24 centimetres. Ready? Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to get a line, don't I? Let's grab a line. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same down the bottom so it lines up. And we're going to go down as well. There we go. Okay, there's our rectangle. And I'm going to split them up into 3 columns. So you've got 12 squares across, haven't you? Or 24 squares across. So I'm going to split them up. Split your table into 3 columns. Try and make them equal. So how many boxes would you need for each column if it needs to be equal? And a line across the top for my topics, for my titles. So I've gone 4 squares across for each column, and that's for 12 boxes. Now, you can choose whatever data you want to record, and this could be the amount of different fruit you have at home. It could be different toys, it could be food, could be anything, could be sweets, chocolate, anything you want to record. So your first title will have to be the topic. So if I chose fruit, I would have to write fruit in the first column, because that's what I'm collecting data about. I'm collecting data about fruit. Now this is just an example, you can choose your own topic. Fruit. The middle column is always the tally, so that's our tally. And then our final column is going to be the total column. And then you can choose how many things you decide to look at. So for fruit, you might have 3 or 4 different types of fruit. For toys, you might want to record maybe 5 different toys or 5 different food types. So then you'd write each type along. So say if I was doing fruit and I chose apples, I'd write apples in my first box. Like that. And then I would draw a line underneath to make a box so it's nice and neat, and we know that section is just about apples. And then I do the tally of the amount of apples I have, and then I'd write the total. And then I could use another fruit, might be bananas. I'd write bananas in there, do the tally, do the total, and then I can draw my next line underneath, like that, okay? So that's all you're doing for today. You're creating your own tally chart for a topic of choice at home. Now, if you're not sure, then you can use one of the examples I've got in the video, or you can use one of the examples on the slide. And we look forward to seeing your data collection. And for a challenge, see if you can write your own questions about the tally chart.